Hey class, how we doing today? This week we're discussing climate, and I want to dive a little bit deeper into the climate of ourselves, the personal climate. Um, that involves health and well-being, right? And there's 3 to 4 pillars that involve health and well-being, kind of across the board. Um, it's physical, mental, social, and financial. I'm not going to focus so much on the financial in this talk because the other three is where I feel the importance lies as we're talking about climate, right? The climate of ourselves. Physical, mental, and social or spiritual, right? Can go along with that. And each of those has subcategories in it, you know. Um, but if we're working out, if we're doing a physical activity, we're actively engaged in something, then there's 2 benefits to that, right? It's releasing chemicals in our brain, dopamine, some other ones that I don't know off the top of my head right now. And then that makes us feel better, you know? And if we're feeling better, then we're uplifted. You know, we're more sociable, we're more open to um, talking with other people. We carry it with us, and other people can see that, and we're more personable. Now, there also it comes with sleep. You know, we have to be mindful of our sleep patterns. We have to be mindful of everything, really. You know, but if we're breaking it down, our mental health is very important. Our brain is the engine, or the supercomputer, or the conductor, the programmer, right, for everything else. It's the operating system, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's the operating system for everything else. So we got to take care of the operating system so that the rest of our body functions the way it should. If we're getting proper rest, if we're being mindful of things, you know, that through meditation, through prayer, those things will help ease that mental load, that stress, and that anxiety that we feel. And then to accompany and build on that, physical activity again goes back to boosting the chemicals in the brain, and and adds to it and benefits that as well as your body, right? Because you're burning off, your metabolism is higher, your heart rate's increased a little bit, your blood vessels are pumping, is flowing, you're digesting things, your waste products are coming out, sweat. If you're hydrating, drinking a lot of water too, which you should be, then you're flushing the toxins and all those the things that are detrimental to your body out. And then the spiritual, the social side, right? The spiritual side of it. If we have a connection to something bigger and greater than ourselves, and then I'm not gonna get religious, you know. If God and you have a religion, you go to church, that's where you get your community from. That's where you get your spirituality from. Awesome, you know. If you're into other religions of the world, awesome. If you're into philosophy, awesome. If you're not into any of, the higher scale of things on that level, and you're just, you know, an atheist, and you don't believe in a higher power or something greater than, you still have a spiritual side. There's still a spirit in you, whether that's the word you want to use or not. If I had another word for it, then I would. But that side also builds into the social, right? Like that also builds into the social aspect of health and well-being, because it creates community, right? And when we're part of something, when we're in a community, that gives us a sense of purpose. And having a sense of purpose also picks up our mental and improves our mental well-being and health, and our physical, and everything starts flowing and working together, like the Tao Te Ching, right? Like the way, that's how it is. Excuse me. And we can use permaculture and gardening and farming and these practices as a way to improve on our health and our well-being for ourselves. Being outside in the sun, getting some vitamin D, right? Man, excuse me. Fresh air is good. Being around plants is good. Trees and plants emit pheromones and oxygen. So we need oxygen. That's good. Right? And then pheromones help with our body system to regulate stress and anxiety as well too. Aromatherapy's a way of doing that. Candles and waxes and incenses and all of that stuff, right? So being in nature helps with improving that. And then doing the physical work, right? So that the plants and being outside, that helps with both physical and the mental side of things. But also doing the work, right? Whether you're unloading wood chips, you're digging out a new garden bed, or you're dragging logs, or you're raking leaves, or you're building a compost pile, or you're chasing a chicken around, you know what I mean? There's physical activity that's involved with gardening and with working in nature. Even going for a walk and immersing yourself, taking a forest bath, which we'll get to that at some point later on down the road too. But immersing yourself in nature and being a part of it is overall good for us and benefit for us. And so it's kind of our responsibility, and it's a shared responsibility, and that's us becoming part of the ecosystem by taking care of the land and tending to it. It's also in return tending to us and giving us what we need to live and survive and thrive, right? We exhale 16% oxygen. Other living things need, that 60 people anyways, need 16% oxygen to live. It's crazy how we, the air around us, is 21% oxygen, 70% nitrogen, and then the rest is all a bunch of other little stuff. But the amount that we need for survival is the amount that we exhale with every breath. God, I don't know how you could design anything better than that. You know what I mean? So, to sum everything up, we want to improve our health, we want to improve our well-being, we want to improve the climate of ourselves, our minds, our spirits, our hearts, become an example for our community around us. Permaculture is a good way to do that, to teach us, to get us out there working with nature, not against it.